everyone, and welcome back to another week with the white wallpaper. As you probably noticed, I'm solo this week. Hännah is not here. She's at work. Due to schedules, life, illness, and a bunch of other things, we promised you Codename Verity, and we will get to the Codename Verity. Trust me, I promise you that we will get to the Codename Verity. But not this week. This week, it's just me talking about, talking to you. So this week we thought, since one of us could only make a video, that we would do a little bit more exploration into one of the tropes that we talk about a lot. This week I decided to select a trope that I could say, I guess I could try and tell you that it's a trope that is really annoying to me, but they're all really annoying to me, so I'll just say it's a trope that we have pointed out a lot in a lot of books. So the trope we're going to talk about today is the boy-obsessed best friend. What? Typically when we talk about the boy-obsessed best friend, we talk about she is obsessed with boys. She is all the boy knowledge. She loves clothes and fashion, and really she's just kind of shallow. This is a problem on two levels. First, it usually means, because the boy-obsessed best friend is usually the only other named female character, that we're going to fail the Bechdel Test. So just a quick rundown. Again, if you don't know what the Bechdel Test is, a little history moment. The Bechdel Test was developed by Alison Bechdel in her comic Dykes to Watch Out For. And it was really developed to look at film, but it has now been applied to all media. There are 3 rules. The first rule, you have to have more than one named female character. Second rule, those 2 named female characters have to talk to each other. And the third rule is that these 2 female characters have to talk about something other than a man. And when we say other than a man, it's not just your boyfriend, your husband, the guy you're dating, the guy you're seeing. It's any man. It's your best friend who happens to be a boy. It is your uncle, your father, your brother, the guy you met down the hall. It will fail the test if they are talking about any sort of man. So clearly, if the boy-obsessed best friend is only sought out for boy knowledge, then that's all we're going to get, and we're going to fail the Bechdel Test. Okay, so that's the first problem, is we're going to fail the Bechdel Test. So the second problem that I have with the girly girl trope is how it relates back to a bigger trope. So if you go to tvtropes.org, they have all kinds of tropes that are found in media. They have tropes for film, television, and even books. And one of the tropes they like to point out is the tomboy versus girly girl trope. I think we can classify that a larger part of the boy-obsessed best friend is part of the tomboy versus girly girl. Really, in this trope, there is one, typically our protagonist, who is the tomboy. And then, of course, there's the best friend, who is the girly girl. We usually are supposed to side with the tomboy. And we're supposed to look down upon, frown on, and all otherwise sort of not think very well of the girly girl. Which really is just, it's not necessarily making us look down on women, but it's making us look down on female friendship. When the only examples of female friendship are about boys or clothing, and are shown in a very vapid and shallow way, it demeans the power of befriending another female, of having another female friend. And I think we can all agree, we all have female friends. I have female friends. I talk about lots of things with my female friends that do not include men at all. So I think that's something else that we really have to watch out for, is that it teaches us that having female friendship isn't important because the only things that we need female friendship for are really sort of shallow things. So in closing, let's just wrap up a little bit because it's a short, quick video, get you on with your Tuesday. So the reasons why we continue to point out the boy-obsessed best friend is A, it makes it really hard to pass the Bechdel test when we have a boy-obsessed best friend. And B, it really starts to demean female friendship. So next week, we will be covering Codename Verity. I will pull Hännah tooth and nail into covering it because it is my favorite book, period. And we will see you on Thursday.